You are a victim of overthinking, and that is what stops you from immediately crushing your goals. In this video, I'm going to explain to you 3 ways that you can stop constantly overthinking and use that new confidence to start attracting what you want into your life, including women, including better business opportunities, social opportunities, and much more. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so why do you actually overthink? The reason is very, very simple. You're chasing feelings of perfection, safety, and certainty. And I know this because I'm a victim of this. Sometimes I still overthink. I've gotten to a point where overthinking doesn't really hold me back from accomplishing what I want, or if I do overthink, I shut it down very quickly. But a lot of guys I know don't have that skill because they haven't invested in learning that skill. So I'm going to explain to you how to stop overthinking so much where it actually limits you and instead take action faster and get what you want faster. The problem with overthinking is this, and here's where it comes from. You basically believe that multiple factors have to be aligned and be perfect for you to actually take action, when in fact that is not the case. An example of this is in business. So there's friends of mine I know from back in the day who have been wanting to start a business for so long and never ended up starting it. And here's what they think. I have to have a great detailed business plan and a bunch of equipment first before I start a business. I know friends who were thinking of starting a basic like e-commerce business and were thinking, how do they get an investment to begin? I'm like, brother, you don't need that shit. You have some savings in the bank, like you can start. And again, some businesses you may need that for, but generally to start a business, you just take action. I run a 6-figure consulting company where I work with men, teaching them how to attract high quality women and master communication. And there's very little thinking that needs to be done for me to get that business started or to have gotten it started. I made a bunch of YouTube videos. I was very good at meeting women, and I started offering people near me free services, training them how to meet women. And then eventually I started getting paid for it, and I, increased my prices. So business, people overthink that. Fitness is another one. People overthink this. I need to have a time to go to the gym and find the perfect schedule or workout plan. I know someone like this actually. He's an old friend of mine, and for a long time he's like, I want to meet women, I want to get in shape, I want to do all these things. And I'm like, brother, why aren't you just hitting the gym tomorrow? You have time tomorrow, right? Let me see your schedule. He's like, I'm working from 8 a.m. to 4. Okay, so why don't you go after you finish work? He's like, no, but I don't know exactly what workouts I do. Okay, here's a few workouts. You could start running on the treadmill and do some bench pressing. Okay, you can start with that. And it's like, I don't know yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Another example is dating. And this is the one that I see a lot from guys who decide to work on our consulting program. A lot of guys who, before they get to us and start working with us and getting results, here's what happens. I need to work on myself first and hit personal goals. I have conversations with around 30 to 40 guys on Instagram every single day between myself and my team. And these conversations that we have, we hear a recurring theme over and over again. I'm not ready yet. I'm working on myself. And something funny happened. I put out a picture of my profile, of my Tinder profile, and I said, who wants this? Who wants this breakdown of how I'm getting matches on Tinder and how I'm meeting women? And do you know so many of those guys that we've spoken to who have said, I'm not focused on women right now. I'm just working on myself, bro. I'm not ready to take action and learn how to meet women. Those guys are asking for my Tinder profile. Why are you asking for that if you don't want to meet women? If you genuinely don't care about having success with women because you need to work on yourself, why do you care about my profile? It's all overthinking. Everything has to be perfectly aligned, perfectly set up, perfectly strategized before I can have success, before I can take action in my life, before I can get the results that I know I actually deserve, but I don't believe I can do this right now because everything needs to be lined up. And maybe you are guilty of this. I've been guilty of it in the past too. Here is how you transform your life and start getting results by no longer overthinking. There's 3 things that you can do. Before I explain that to you, I want to say one thing. What I did recently, me and my business partner, we came up with this amazing training. Basically, it's a masterclass that explains how you can start attracting 2 to 4 new women every single month. So if you're in a space right now where you're overthinking and you're like, I don't know exactly where I would start, or maybe I've worked with some coaches or consultants in the past on dating and it hasn't really worked out. What I did is I created a training based on my 8+ years of experience in the dating industry, learning high-level communication skills, learning how to attract women consistently in some of the toughest cities, New York, Miami, and LA. That's where I was based out of. And I break down 4 very simple steps that you can use to start attracting, start dating 2 to 4 new women every single month. That training I'm giving away to you for free. We put a lot of work into this, a lot of detail. This is months and months of work that's gone into these teachings, that's gone into these trainings, and in fact, years of reference experience that have gone into this training that I made for you. So you can grab it for free. The link is down below this video. It's the only link we have below the video. Click it, pop in your email, and you get it completely for free. The next page shows the video. You can watch it as many times as you want and learn from it, okay? Go ahead and check that out. So here is how you actually transform your life and get results and stop overthinking. Number 1, you have to act within discomfort. And let me tell you, this was one of the most powerful lessons that I ever learned in my journey in success with women, my journey in business, my journey in fitness that I'm in right now, trying to get strong, trying to get big. This is what it is. I've learned to act within discomfort. And I'm going to tell you all 3 of these areas that actually helped me and how they improved my life. The first one, let's say an area like business. I left my parents' house back in 2015. I was very, very uncomfortable because I didn't have money. I had a little bit. I had a job as a barista and I worked in a clothing store, and that was it. My parents said, hey, if you're going to keep doing this stuff with picking up girls, meeting women, things like that, you got to leave. You can't be here doing that. So I chose to leave with barely any money. My parents gave me 1 month for rent. They did. And that was it. And then the rest of it was on my own. There were months where I had to beg for food. There were months where I had to ask cops to pay my metro fare because I couldn't afford to go to a part of the city simply because I had no money. There were times where I went 2 days without eating because my ego wouldn't allow me to ask my parents for food or anything like that. So I acted within discomfort, and that was the root of my business. Then later I launched an online course. I made my first 6 figures. Now I work with a business partner and we're building this business together and serving more men together and helping other men grow into their best selves and attract women. So I acted within discomfort there. Fitness as well. I'm not comfortable going to the gym. In fact, half the time I don't feel like fucking going. I'd rather stay home and work, or I'd rather, do stuff trying to meet girls or going out in that way. But I still go to the gym. I still invest that time in my health, being sober, things like that. And with dating, acting within discomfort, talking to the most attractive women around me, girls that actually would intimidate me. And I've trained myself that when I feel uncomfortable, when I feel this woman is too attractive, she's out of my league, that's when I go and I approach that woman. And now the girls that I'm communicating with, the girls that I'm talking to, the girls that I literally have on my Tinder, on my Instagram, that I can meet in day-to-day life are beautiful, attractive women, and there's virtually no limit on the kinds of women I can meet. It's only whatever I limit myself to, right? Because I started to act within discomfort. That's the first principle of transforming your life by no longer overthinking. The second way to stop overthinking, and this has been invaluable for me, is finding the right peers. Finding the right peers. Part of it is that in every step of my journey, in every step of my journey through dating success, business success, and fitness, I've had peers around me, some of them crossing arenas. Some of them have been friends in dating and business. Some of them have been friends in fitness and business. Some of these lines cross. Friends that have helped me take action without overthinking. Friends that push me when I don't feel like taking action, when I don't feel like doing something. These guys are like, hey, no, you're gonna crush it. No, you're gonna actually take the action, bro. Get your ass up and go to the gym. Hey, I'm in the gym. Look, I'm sending you a video of me in the gym while you're sitting at home fucking sleeping. No, I'm gonna go out to the bar, be sober, and talk to a few girls and work on myself. I'm gonna go out and get photos for my online dating profiles, and it motivates me. I'm like, I'm overthinking. Oh my God, do I really need this now? Do I want to slow down and meditate and focus on myself? I am focusing on myself by taking the action, not overthinking. So this is huge. What are the peers that you have in your life? Are you with a circle of brothers and a circle of men that are motivating you to take action, motivating you to win, and helping you not overthink? Or are you actually sabotaging because you're not around those kind of guys and the people around you are slowing you down? The people around you are saying, just feel comfortable, be safe, and all that. It's not going to help you stop overthinking. The third principle that's going to help you stop overthinking, here's the third action you can take, is you have to learn to enjoy the risk of the game. This is a really big one where something shifted in my brain. I think it may have been around 2017, where I just started to enjoy risk way more. And it doesn't mean unhealthy risk. I'm talking about calculated risks, where I actually started enjoying being around situations where I felt that those situations were too tough for me, or may not be good enough, or started being a little more edgy. Even my first online course that I made for dating and success, and you know, men's dating and men having success attracting women. That first course, which was called, it's the first time I've said this out loud actually in a long time since I took it offline. It was called the Fuckboy Frame, and that course sold very well, helped me make my first 6 figures in business. And the reason I was able to do so well with that course is because I took the risk of putting that name out there. I took the risk of shooting footage of me meeting women and being in spaces where I didn't think women may actually even be attracted to me, where it may not work. And I put a microphone on my chest, had a guy follow me around with the camera, and started attracting women, right? That risk that I was taking in other areas of life as well led to me having the success I have now. And there's still more that I'm aiming for, but it led to me having this success. So if you find that you're overthinking all the time, odds are is that you're not a fan of the risk and you're avoiding the risk, trying to stay away from it because you value that comfort, you value that knowing everything's going to be okay so much, when in actuality, the best things in life come from risk. The best things in life come from you putting yourself on the line and saying, this might not work, but I gotta dive in and I gotta just do it somehow, right? And I gotta go for it. Hopefully this makes sense. I want you to stop overthinking and I want you to take action. And hey, a simple way you could even start to do this in your dating life, which you know at Masculine Prime, we're all about helping you learn the 3 aspects of the prime behaviors, which is attraction skills, communication skills, and leadership skills. And if you want to learn that and master those skills, the simple way you could do it is actually by watching this masterclass that I created, this training or masterclass, we could call it whatever, but it's a really powerful training that breaks down how you can attract 2 to 4 new women every month by mastering these specific behaviors that are going to have women really want to chase you and really want to pursue you. Okay. So if that means anything to you and you think that it's time for you to stop overthinking and dive in, check out the training below. And hey, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you're in a space where you still want to think about it some more. And maybe at a certain point, I'll be able to dive in and learn. And you know, maybe if that's you, what can I do? But for the small group of you who are going to take the action, check out the training below. It'll help you and change your life. I always love teaching this stuff and I love helping you. Stay blessed and I will see you on our next video here on YouTube.